What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and today we're going to look at the Appalachian State Pistol Playbook in College Football 25. This is very similar to a lot of other pistol playbooks in this game, where it's like half pistol, half shotgun. Think like Florida, Kansas, Penn State, Missouri. So you're going to get plenty of pistol, you're going to get plenty of shotgun, but we got a couple other things as well. We got like a single back formation as well. So if you're into the half pistol, half gun type of playbook, and it's got a lot of other cool things in it, we'll dive into it. This may be the playbook for you. So let's look at the formations, concepts, play types, and personnel. And hopefully by the end of the video, you have a good idea of what this playbook is all about. So again, half pistol, half shotgun, for the most part. I actually want to start off with the pistol. Starting off, full house tight end. I think they got this as a 22 personnel formation with 9 plays. Then we got strong slot open. This is a 20 personnel look, 18 plays there. Then we got the weak version of that, weak slot open. Then we got deuce, our first 12 personnel look of the day, 1 back, 2 tight ends. Then we got wing, you're just moving that other tight end over. Then we got doubles Y off, our first 11 personnel formation, 18 plays there. Then we got Y off trip, so you're just moving over the slot receiver. And then we go back to full house tight end. So there's not a lot of formations here, but there's like 8 or so. That's more than enough. But I always like to look for the pre-snap motion series. These are always fun drive starters. And out of the gate, we got some fun things to look at. Motion power O, motion PA power cross, and you got motion O1 trap. I'm going to go ahead and call the power O. That's kind of the base of this. Let's go up to against like a 4-2-5. So a lot of pistol, a lot of pre-snap motion, bring your tight end over, and then you're just going to run the ball, and you're just going to try to find a seam if possible and see whatever yards you can get out of it. Then you can do a little play action on top of that. But that's a fun little interesting pre-snap motion, not very common in these playbooks. Do we got any more in here? We do not. What about strong slot open? We do have an exit motion with that halfback. It's a fullback cross screen. I love these type of decoy plays where you got a motion going one way, but the whole play is really designed going to your fullback right here, number 85, where they may call him a tight end. But I'm going to go over to him. Very simple way to get the ball to that dude right there. Or you can go to your backside swing or that exit halfback if you needed to. Either way, I think those are pretty fun to play with. You keep on going. Do we got any more in here? We do not. What about a weak slot open? We got our first jet sweep mini series. We got the jet touch pass. We got the zone fake jet. We got a jet pass fake zone. And then we got into some more exit motion from the halfback. We got a Z under. We got a Y stick. We got a motion flood. I'm going to call this stick because I'm a big air raid fan. Let's go up against a random nickel. A little triangle read on the right side. This is typical old school air raid stuff. I'm going to go over the top. I think I got the numbers. Can you get it? Oh, it was good effort. Ran out of room. Either way, pretty fun stuff right there. So nice little pre-snap motion series. We keep on going. Do we have any more? We do not. What about deuce? Do we got any pre-snap motion here? What about wing? Do we got any little series here? And you don't have to use pre-snap motion. You can run little mini schemes out of any of these plays. But you do got a PA Power O that's got that tight end coming in the motion. However, I kind of wish the Power O itself would have the same thing because they would just kind of fit together, but it doesn't. But that's not neither here nor there. You keep on going. We got doubles Y off. We got another jet sweep series with the zone fake jet, the touch pass, and the pass fake zone. You keep on going. This has got 18 plays. There's a lot in this one. Then we got Y off trips. Do we got any pre-snap motion in here? We do not. So there's enough in here. Some interesting type of pre-snap motions. What about the shotgun? Let's start off at the very beginning. Normal Y off, 21 plays there. That's an 11 personnel formation with the 1 back and 1 tight end. Then we got the weak version of that. Then we got Y off trips. Then we got the weak version of that. Then we got double stack. Then we got spread Y slot. So notice your tight end, 87, he's still out there. So these two are still 11 personnel formations. Then we got spread Y flex. He's still out there. Then we got bunch wide, the same thing. Then we get into our lone 4 wide look of the entire playbook. Trips, halfback, weak. 18 plays there. And now we're back to normal Y off. So you go through here, we're going to look at the same thing. Out of the gate, we got some jet sweep to look at. We got the fake, the actual jet sweep, the play action off of that. We got more jet sweep. We got a fake zone. We got the jet pass power. That's your quarterback run. We got a verticals on top of that. Do we got anything else in here? We got an exit motion. Actually, this is a halfback swing with the halfback. And then you go to normal Y off week. Do we have any here? We do not. What about Y off trips? Here we have more halfback swing. There's a stick and nod. Then you got the Y screen, good for the tight end. Then we got some tight end motion with the Y lead read option. You're going to see a lot of option stuff in this playbook. I'll just go ahead and tell you that now. You keep on going. Do we got anything else? So what about Y off trips week? Do we have any pre-snap motion here? We do. Some more halfback swing. We got a spot, halfback swing, and the pump and go to go with it. You keep on going. Double stack. Normally these oddball formations are not going to have any pre-snap motion. Spread Y slot. We can look here. Nope. What about spread Y flex? Usually the more spread out you go, the less there will be. However, we got a basic jet sweep out of a spread look. Jet touch pass, but that is the only one in this formation. Bunch Y. Do we have any in here? We do not. And then trips halfback week. Do we got any right here? Normally you won't have any. So that is it for that. So pretty much all the jet sweep stuff, the halfback swing, some tight end motion, and some of the oddball things out of a couple of those pistol formations, I think make up for a pretty nice diverse way of moving some guys around before the snap. Let's talk about the personnel groupings. We got a nice variety here, but we don't have as much like 4 wide and 5 wide stuff, but let's take a look. So we got plenty of 11 personnel. The bulk of it's going to come from here. Your 23 is your goal line. Your 32 is your QB kneel. Your 22 is that full house tight end, which I highly suggest you use. Not a lot of playbooks have this one. 21 personnel is just your clock. 20 is your strong slot open and the weak version of that. That's pretty cool. Then we got the 13 personnel look, wing tight Z, which we actually haven't talked about yet. I just now realized that. Let's go look at that single back formation. There we go. Wing tight Z. We got 15 plays here. We do got some pre-snap motion. We got the tight end with the halfback paro and the play action. So this is my preference. If I'm going to have pre-snap motion in my play action, I want to have it in my run play as well. Just have the same look. That's what I want to give the defense, the same look. Looks like we're going to do some blitzing up the middle here. Might have to go to the outside. Can I get to the outside? Not bad. I think I saw a block in the back earlier, but that's okay. Either way, good stuff right there. Again, that's my preference to have both of them look the same. That's the whole point of that. You keep on going. Do we got any more here? We do. We got another tight end motion, that PAY corner, and we got a halfback power toss. This is a rare type of concept, especially with this window dressing we got. You're just moving the tight end over, giving you an extra blocker to go over on this side, and then you're just running basic toss after that. Hopefully you can read the blocks and get whatever yards you need out of that. So that is for the entire formations. I can't believe I forgot wing tight Z, but it is in there. So when you go back to personnel groupings, we did talk about the 13 personnel formation there. 12 personnel, there's your deuce, your wing, and that is it. And then you got your lone 4 wide look, which I guess you don't need 4 different formations with that. 18 plays is enough just for the 4 wide look. So again, a nice little diversity here with all your personnel groupings. Let's talk about the concepts. This is what really makes up an offense. Notice the play count. This is a decent sized playbook. It's probably got 250 or so plays if I had to guess. Let's start off with the run game. 23 inside zone. You're going to start everything here for the most part, but we got other good things to look at. We got 3 ISOs. We got 8 power and 8 counter. When you have that much power and counter, I suggest you use some of it unless you just want to go strictly zone running. There's nothing wrong with that. You can throw in this gap scheme or you can leave it in the basic zone. You got all this draw as well. This is more zone running. Then you got 6 outside zones. I love the outside zone. There's not many playbooks that have 6 or more like that. You got a couple of sweeps and you even got a trap. So a nice diverse run game. I think a lot of that is just due to half pistol, half shotgun. Normally when you go from pistol or even single back, you're going to have a little more diversity with some of these concepts and whatnot. But either way, you can decide which one you want to go with, zone, gap, or a little bit of both. Option, we got plenty here to look at. We got 7 RPO reads. We got plenty of RPOs to look at. 7 of those. We got 4 peaks. I'll go ahead and go to the back end of this. We got 12 alerts. These are usually my favorite. We got a basic one out of pistol. Again, you don't see a lot of pistol RPOs in this game, but they are in here. I'm going to go ahead and do a basic run. Kind of get up the gut. I had to go to him. My backside bubble was covered. So you got those in there if needed. You keep on going. We got, again, 12 of these. We got some alert smokes. Those are pretty fun to play with. Backside slants. I don't see any alert outs, but which is okay. But again, you got plenty of RPOs to play around with. Let's look at some of the basic option stuff. We got an inverted veer. We got a load option, which is technically speed. We got 1 midline, but we got 15 read options. So most of your option game is going to come from the read option family right here. We got that 1 speed we looked at, and we got a couple of triples. These are from those slot plays. I'm not going to go ahead and pick one of these. I'm usually not all that great at them, but you got a couple of triples if you need it. So you got a nice mix of option and RPOs. So again, all the running you're going to do with the basic halfback and whatnot. Then you got your RPOs. That's a good run game. Then you got your options built in. So the run game is super important in this offense. Let's look at the quick passing game. We got 3 Ohios, a slant, 11 slants to be exact. We got 1 scat, my bad. We got 11 slants. If you got that much slant, that means you got that much stick. So you got 10 sticks. So slant and stick will go together. The bulk of your quick game is going to come from these two. Pick which one you like or just use both. Next up, we got the medium pass game. We got 5 Salems. We got a couple choices. We got 14 curls. I'm a big curl fan. A curl flat has worked for generations. It doesn't end here, that's for sure. 7 double moves, just pretty much any round that's got like a double move like that in and up over there on the right. They're going to dump it here. Then you got 7 drives, so your drag and your dig going to the same direction. Then, and here's another thing, EA gets really weird about how they label some of these. Like this Y stick from Spread Y Flex. My personal opinion, that's not really drive. That is stick with a backside slant. But if for some reason they decided to call it drive, whatever. 1 level, 5 mesh. I love mesh. You got a couple pivots. You got 3 shallow crosses. These go really well with your driving levels. Then you got 3 slot crosses, which is technically Y cross in the air raid world. Then you got 20 smash. This is going to be the bulk of your medium passing game along with those curls we looked at. So do a lot of smash. We got 5 spots. Again, I like the diversity of all the passing concepts we got here. Honestly, pistol playbooks are very pro style-ish in their own sense. They just got a little bit of everything, it seems like. Let's look at the deep pass. We got just as much. We got 12 flood concepts. We got, or 12 flood plays. We got 13 comebacks. I love comeback. These are probably my 2 favorite deep passing concepts in the game. I think they just work really well. 5 daggers. We got 3 divides. We got a couple double digs. We got 5 double posts. I'm not the biggest fan of those. 15 verticals. That's a really good number, even for that. We got a few meals. We got a couple Portlands. We got 14 shot plays. So all that running and play action, a lot of that's going to come from here. We got a few switches and we got a 1 wide cross. So notice the pattern here. There's just a little bit of everything in this playbook. It's like when you don't know what you want to run, but you want to run a little bit of everything, even formation-wise. I mean, again, this is going to be a great playbook for you. It says we got 13 play actions. We actually know better than that. But it says we got 4 boots and 9 slides. So if you like the slide concept with that backside tight end coming across, this could be a really good playbook for you. It's coming from different angles as well. It says we got 18 screens. A lot of these are the RPOs we've looked at. It says we got 8 flankers. We got 8 bubbles. And we got a couple mid screens. But if you go up to play type and you go to pass and you go to screen, we got 22 screens, true screens. These are the non-RPOs. Slip screens, tight end screens, wide receiver screen. You add those 22 along with these 23 RPOs, that is well over 40 screenplays. The screen game is going to be super important in this offense, to say the least. Let's go back to the past. Look at this, all this play action. So I really think you should stress play action in this offense. There's just so much of it in here. You're going to run the ball with all your inside zone, outside zone, power counter. You're going to do play action off that. I'm going to call this PA counter just because it looks sexy. I think they're going man on this one. Let's see if I can hit this. I'm going to get sacked. Oh, yep. I'm going to try that one more time. Let's do that one more time. Let's go here. Can I hit this backside? Nope, we're not going to go to him. Oh, he's wide open. No, he's not. Can I get it? That was a bad throw on my part. Either way, that looks pretty fun to fool around with. But again, there's so much play action in this playbook. Like, you just must use it. But pick the ones you like, though. The slides, the comebacks, the shots, just whatever fits your run game best. I think that's what is best you need to use. Or you can do the play action jet sweep stuff like as you see right there. So make that a priority for sure. Let's look at the runs in a different way. We got 40 inside handoffs. The bulk of your run game is going to be between the tackles, especially with all this pistol we got in here, as it should be. That's the whole point of pistol. You get that vertical look without having to be under center so much. We got 6 outside handoffs. We got a couple pitches. We got 8 counters to go along with those 8 or so powers we looked at. 9 draws. Use draw. I think draw works really well in this game if you get decent blocking, of course, but just a nice little compliment to what your drop back passing is going to be. So definitely use some of those. 8 is a really high number compared to other playbooks. We got a fullback run, and we got a few QB runs, but 2 of them are actual QB plays. One of them is actually QB blast from Trips halfback week. Let's go up against like random dime. So this is very simple. It's like the simplest run play you can think of. It's a direct snap, but to your quarterback, obviously. So definitely use some of that if your quarterback can handle it. So between all of that and all this option we've looked at, 20 option plays. Again, most of it's going to be the read option with a couple of triples in there, but nothing too outlandish. All of these RPOs, just notice the theme here with all this. This is technically a multiple playbook, in my opinion. It's got a little bit of pistol. It's got some shotgun. We got some single back. We got, go to personnel. We got a little bit of everything here. What about your concepts? You go back to your medium, your runs. Look at all these different ones. A lot of power, a lot of counter, a lot of inside zone. We got plenty of options, plenty of RPOs. Look at all these quick passing game. Just incredible. Look at all the medium passes. Look at all these different ones we have here. Not a ton of everything. Like smash, yes, you got plenty of it and plenty of curl. But again, you just got so much of everything. This is a great practice playbook. And just if you want to practice a certain concept, this playbook probably has it. Again, the variety here, it's a multiple pistol offense. I guess that's probably the best way to look at it. And all this play action we looked at earlier, I mean, it's just insane. It's kind of just whatever you want to fool around with. And then from there, if you want to stick with this playbook, by all means, you could definitely do that. Otherwise, you could pick what you like, and then you maybe find a playbook that's more zoned in into those particular concepts. Either way, it's a very fun playbook. I highly enjoy it. I think you will too. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.